opinion, but I gave you my opinion, but just stand by yours. Because that thing, it's the truth. People really don't care, but if they see their friend or somebody that they admire doing it, they're gonna do that. They really don't care. It's just a truth. But once you put them in their place, they be like, my bad.
You in the back
So yeah.
Oh yeah, I do. I'm a fan of filmmaker, and you always when you put something online, people always have something to say. And the team that I work with, they were quick to want to like delete all of the negative responses from people. I had to tell them to stop doing that. One, to take it away from from my hits. You know what I mean? Like, these are comments, leave the comments. But I always believe that it's not about what they say, it's whether they say something or not.
Yeah.
If someone takes the time to sit there and say so much bad about something you did, you move it. And at the end of the day, that's your job. I can't control whether or not you like it. But the fact that I gave you a reason to have an opinion, well, I've done my job.
Because people don't like to see other people succeed.
Exactly. So there's nothing I can do about that part. But the fact that you want to talk about me and skipped over 4 other people to talk about me, you looked at me. That's good. It's like came there for you to look at me.
Just like the ones that say, oh, I wasted such and such minutes and such and such seconds out of my life. It's like, why did you even click on the picture or a video in the first place if you just don't say it? And it had to look interesting to you in the first place. And then when you see all of this happy stuff going on in the comments and stuff, oh, let me comment something bad.
Because I'm just kind of like, I feel like a very good example. If you're tired about hearing about gay marriage, don't click on the article that supports gay marriage. Don't click on the article. Why? And you're going to take like an hour to write a 5-page essay on why, and people just going to be like, oh, that's too much to read, baby. You could have something like 10 words or less. That's too much to read, girl. I'm just kind of like, because I kind of find it funny when I'm on YouTube, I'm looking at music, I kind of feel like people literally took their time to write these 8 to 12 paragraphs on an artist or movie. And I'm kind of like, why did you click on the movie? And I'm scrolling through the comments, same person commented 5 days ago. I'm kind of like, oh, I think somebody, go find Jill and just, do something better with their time because you just wasted it, in my opinion.
You probably should have wrote a save for something else.
For real. I mean, you could it's like, a thing is right about now.
Some people like being angry at doing that kind of thing.
Yeah, they just want to troll.
Controls.
I only want my control. Well, they're kind of.
Don't take
I was scared to ask. But that's the troll. Okay.
Do you have parents when they comment such things? Like ignorant? Do you think they're ignorant when they comment such things?
I kind of think my favorite thing is that everybody's ignorant. What's ignorant to me may be ignorant to them and vice versa. So I'm just kind of like, well, is your opinion? I can't change you. I'm not your mama. I'm not God. I don't want to. I ain't got the time. I got a book out of the way. I got to go, baby. So have your opinion and let's agree to disagree and, just go on. Just don't get off the page, though. Because in particular, my good comment space, I need that good comment for the constructive, that construction. That's what I need. With my present course.
Amen.
Glory.
I'm about to shout again, y'all. I have my church next week.
Please don't. Yeah, please don't. Does anybody have any, anything, comment, concern, anything about whatever?
So, out of these questions, have anybody ever got criticism about the cosplay because of their personality, a certain body part, or what? How did you react to it?
Didn't we just go over this?
We did.
Punch him in the neck.
This is
But yeah.
the deep part. Go on, Steve.
I actually had people suggesting to me different cosplays, and I've had a couple of people, because I am big busted, and so I had people come up to me saying, you should totally cosplay Catwoman or X-23 because you have the boobs for it, and I just want to see that. And so it's like, no respect at all.
I'm glad you looked it, but if you ain't got the ring of the movie, don't look, baby. But you ain't got, don't look. You shit out the gym, don't look.
I think you should do it with a really, modest, tasteful version of it, and this
they should have called it Catwoman. I still think that's a good movie.
Yeah, what just looks like a cat.
It didn't exist to me.
I'd be like, I did the costume.
No, what I did was I came in like the same outfit I had on was completely black and I had like a little tail and ears. I was like, I'm the Catwoman.
Yeah, see,
And that is cheap cosplay 101 people. Take
No, it's not
it.
Dion.
What's the cheap one?
Dion, technically, she was Catwoman. She had cat ears and the cat tail.
I
And
know
she
that,
was-
but I'm
That's
still.
not cheap.
That was cheap.
Go to sleep.
With your scales peeled.
Don't worry about my scale.
Don't worry, y'all won't even nasty. Okay, so that's a black market for good change. One team right.
I mean, you can make your own scales. Let me tell you how you make your own scales.
Ooh, tell them, don't tell me.
Oh, well, I guess I'll tell y'all since you told me. Well, these patches of blue or whatever, they're liquid latex, tissue paper, and paint. That's it. And powder it down because it will stick to itself. You don't want that at all. Oh my God, Becky.
Oh my God, Becky.
You know what? Bye. You know what? Bye, Felicia. Bye, Serena. Bye, you just buy stuff. Just buy. Bye, girl.
Like, okay,
More questions?
how does everybody heard about how there is this supposedly war brewing against the cosplay community, and well, you took too long.
Now
Now
the
you
chance
talk.
is gone.
That's what happened. But anyway, I'm pretty sure everybody heard. Damn it! Let me speak first. But everybody heard about the so-called topic about the cosplay war against the cosplayers and some of the comic book artists going on. How do y'all feel about that?
Oh, are you talking about when you're talking about Greg Warren mentioned that if they have cosplay guests,
Yeah.
then that's not a place he'd like to associate with, or that kind of thing. And the idea that cosplay people are not okay to have as guests or something like that. Okay.
I'm just kind of like, well,
Whatever.
if a cosplay want to take one of my characters, make a go for it. I need publicity.
Yeah, it's like
I mean, baby, I need
Money in my pocket.
promotion,
Draw
though.
attention to it.
You know, that pole just thing got what it used to have. It just-
I feel like it's ridiculous that they believe that there should even be a war on because, you know, like you said, it is publicity for your character.
For real.
They're so, if you have someone who loved your character so much and they're trying to show everybody how much they love it so everybody else can love it as well, I think that's a great thing. Everybody should express what they love.
yeah.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate on this one. So it's a big thing going around about how more and more becomes more and more it's about cosplayers, the less they're seeing sales in the comic book area. You know, comic books are already
I knew it
hurting
was
for
about
sales.
money.
Comic books are already hurting for sales anyway. And if, you know, they look at the number of people who are showing up to these conventions, they're spending their money to come show up so that, you know, you will come and see them. But when they get there, the only reason why all these people are showing up so they can all show off their own costumes, which is cool. But me as the artist who you're dressed up as, I spent all this money to come down here, and no one even knows who I am. No one really cares. You just came to see this girl, you know, in a Deadpool bikini, and you just don't care about me who actually made him up, and that's affecting the overall sales of the comic book, and that's just kind of where the animosity from them are coming from. Where it's like they kind of want to be in places where people actually are showing up to see them, and they're just not being added to this list that they paid a lot of money to be on, and no one actually cares who they're there. And that's kind of what the war is. It's not necessarily like I don't like cosplay. It's just if this is a place that is more about the cosplayers, I probably shouldn't be here spending money being here.
I understand, like, completely honestly, but, you know, I kind of got to the point where it's kind of like, it's the people who come to see how they made other costumes and where they got their weird terms. You know, they go back in and do their research to go back and find the artists, because, you know, to me, you know, I know a lot of, they can name the artist for the character, they go back and name the whole character backstory, who wrote the first comment for the character, vice versa, and be like, and you got that all from one cosplay, because like when I see a cosplay, I'm kind of like, what's that cosplay? And now I go straight to Google, when I get home.
It's like
I'm gonna watch that.
It's like with cosplay.
When that Netflix get cut back on.
It's like some people, well, like you said, some people will do that extensive research in just that one costume. And they will learn about it, buy, like some people will go out and buy the comic books that that character with that specific costume has been featured in. Like she has
Seems like free advertising, you're basically getting the word out. Someone didn't already know about it, and they'll know about it now.
I kind of think like what the issue he said was kind of like, there's like,
It's the same.
there's no price.
Everyone's saying it's like, it's marketing, that's cool, but it's already marketing, that's why you dressed up as it. That's not the problem. You know what I mean? Like if you know who he is already, you're going to put him in costume. And it's not that they have a problem with you guys doing it, it's more or less that they spent money to be here, and no one's flocking towards that area, they're flocking towards where the cosplayers are. So it's actually not a smart thing to spend all that money buying an artist booth, and you spend this, and no one's really coming this way, because they really just came to see people dressed up like the character you created, not you who made it. And that's kind of what the beef is at. It's not really what the cosplayers themselves, it's really the finances.
Well, so maybe that's a way maybe they can take that and go with it and draw more attention to the creators and put them
See,
more
but
in the
here's the thing
forefront.
though, if that artist isn't there, people are still going to love the character that the people cosplay as. And that's what he's saying. Like, I really don't have to be here.
So it's more these people come to the convention to see the cosplayers than the actual cosplayers.
Right, and they're fine with that. You know, I know they're fine with that. It's just, it's one of the situations where they have to pay money to be here, and no one's really here for them. They're talking about that at Comic-Con, like how like there's almost no more comic books really in the event. It's all video games, and it's all, you know, movies that are coming out, and people dressed in costumes, and no one's really there to actually buy comic books or trade comic books, and like that area is like dwindling down, really small.
But if I had the money, I would buy comics. I would go and buy the Phoenix Saga. I would go buy that. All of a sudden, like, how much? I got a check right now. $3 million? I got the check right here. Go on, give it here. But like, let me go. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Lord Jesus, that $3 million.
I just